Hi guys, as I have promised in my last video, this is the video for GA and your descriptive strategy. Right, first of all I will say about the GA. So GA is what I used to do is that I used to follow the study IQ video every day. Like I have started preparing for this GA, yeah, just before the preliminary. But if you haven't started it yet, that is also all right for the clerk people. But for the PO people, you should have started it already. Okay, so first of all, go and check the study IQ videos by Gaurav Garg for every single day. Right now, it may happen that I often used to face the problem that Gaurav sir used to skip the videos or they used to upload the videos in the midnight or 2 days later, like the English version. He always used to put the Hindi video version in the perfect time, but the people who are supposed to learn it in English, you may find it difficult because it is basically come at a later point of time. So that is perfectly alright. So do one thing. If today is 29th of 29th day, so you go and check the 28th day video. This way you should try to compensate that thing. Okay, another approach is that another strategy is another target. I would say target is that you were supposed to clarify or supposed to study at least 3 months before the examination. Like you were supposed to get the examination in December for the clerk people and PO people for on this November. So the PO people, you were supposed to do the videos about September, October, August, September, October, right? Because on the November you are supposed to approaching for the PO people, and for the clerk people you are approaching on December. So September, October, November, and if you can do that, then August as well. Okay, because if you study more, there is no such worry out there. So how you are supposed to do that? Because you already have a certain of videos pending out there. So you do one thing on the very first days. Try to watch 2 videos at a day, right? First of all, you pay all your dues and don't skip, as because you are studying 2 videos from the August month today, or basically you first complete 3 months video. After that you go, if you can go, then go back, right? First of all, for the clerk people, you go for the September, October, November, and for the PO people, you go for the August, September, and October. After that, if you can do, then just go and check the videos on the new November months for PO people, and for the clerk people, you just go and check the August video if you can do that. But moreover, that 3 months video is very much important and it is very much necessary. Okay, so do one thing. For the pending videos, you see 2 videos in the morning or evening as per your schedule. 2 videos at 1.5x or 2x, whatever you are able to. If you cannot do that, just seeing the simple or normal speed. Okay, then after that, do one thing. You are supposed to watch 3 videos. If you have pending videos out there, you are supposed to watch 3 videos. 2 videos of the previous days and 1 video for today. And you are supposed to revise that as well. Like if you have done 2 videos at the morning and 1 video in the evening, then at the end of the day at 12 p.m. if you are supposed to sleep, then start at 11:30 and try to revise the videos again. Just play it again and just try to skip. Okay, this is the approach you are supposed to gain. This is the first thing. This is a daily routine. You cannot skip that. Second is that study IQ used to give you that Gaurav Garg give you 200 special MCQs for a single month. This is also very much vital, right? This is also very much vital. So you are supposed to learn that. You are not supposed to download any of the videos. Just go and check. Okay, now if you have some connection problem in your home, then you can do that. Like I used to. No, not me, but some of my friends used to do that. He don't have a very good connection in his home, so he used to go in the college and used to download the videos in the college and used to return back in the home and used to see the downloaded videos. So you can do that as well. But you are supposed to do 3 videos if you have some pending out there. If you don't have the pending, then at least 1 video each day, right? And second most important thing is revise. You are supposed to revise, otherwise you will forget. Now you are not supposed to revise that 6 videos on the second day, like for the 3 videos on the first day and 3 videos on the second day. For the end of 3 days, for the end of second day, you are supposed to then revise 3 videos. No, 6 videos. Don't do that. Just complete the target in your day, in 1 day. Now look, if there are suppose 3 months video, 30 days, so 90 videos out there. Apart from the 200 extra videos, 200 extra MCQ video, then how many questions are there? If I say an average 20 videos, then there is a huge, like 1,800 questions. You are not supposed to remember. You cannot remember all those things. That is obvious. A normal human being cannot do that. So just try to relate those things. Now, how can you relate those things? First of all, revise. It is going to, get to remember. And this kind of approach is not like that you are supposed to remember, okay, who is the chairman of HAL, right? Or who is the chairman of Nalco. You are not supposed to remember all those things. You cannot remember. You may not remember. If you remember, that is perfectly alright, but you may not remember. What will eventually help you is that in the examination hall, no, when you see the question and the options, you will eventually remember, okay, so this is the question, this should be the answer. And eventually you will see this is the correct answer. Right? That is the thing. Second is that daily mini mocks, and this time I am suggesting you only focus on grade up mocks. They are so much new on every single day. They are so much fresh. They don't repeat the questions each and every day, like in the different videos that I have seen, not videos, and the different kind of mock test wala scene, like in the other kind of app like textbook, you can see R247. They sometimes they don't give you some quality kind of questions, but grade up always gives you quality questions. So go and for mini mocks of this GA section, I am recommending you at least you are supposed to solve 3 videos each day if you have pending. If not, 1 video each day and revise. Second is mini mocks from grade up. You need to do that, right? It is going to help. And then before or prior to the examination, you will find some booster kind of capsule for R247. Textbook also give you some PDF section for 97 or 100 pages. Grade up also gives you. What I used to follow is I used to revise the concept that I have studied over the videos from that R247 app. The current affairs is so much good in there. I am not saying that other sources are bad, but what I used to do that I am trying to say. R247 app, you follow that for current affairs, and then you will relate those things. That okay, Nalco's chairman is Tapan Kumar Chand. You will eventually remember. Okay, that is the thing, and you also relate those things in your mocks. If you have studied something, if you don't remember that thing at the point of revise, you will remember. Okay, now forget. You don't even remember that at the point of revise as well. You will get in the mocks. You will remember it. If you don't even remember at that point, then you will get in the that capsule. You are supposed to read that. Now, here I am going to say ki don't just download all the portals. Like you can see Grade Up, you can see Study IQ, you can see that your that R247, the textbook, and some other little more videos, some channels out there who also give you a capsule, provide you that PDF. Don't download every single thing and try to read every single thing once. Rather than if you are supposed to read 4 PDF, read 1 PDF 4 times. This is going to help, because eventually you will remember all those things. Otherwise, what I feel ki every time when I open a new PDF, although the information is new, as because the text is something different, as because the orientation is different, I used to find it new every time. So don't do that. Revise one single source. This is common for every videos as well, and your capsule as well. But before that, try to just see 2-3 pages. Read 2-3 pages of every capsule. Then only you will understand, okay, this capsule is basically helpful for me, or this video is not helpful that much to me. You will choose that thing. Okay. After that, before examination, Grade Up provides you some video apart from Study IQ video. These two channel video is going to help you, and this is perfectly alright. No other need to see. Okay, one more thing I have solved is that Kush's video from R247. Although it was not that much helpful, but it was a kind of revise kind of thing, right? So before examination, that before SBI Clerk and PO, I have got 5 videos from Grade Up. It was some Mishra sir, I don't remember, and another is some Verma, I don't remember his name as well. Anyway, you will get the notification if you have the app. Just check those videos. They are very much important. That is the thing. And they often offer for some, or they give you the notification for live streams. Don't go for live streams. You are not supposed to give a quiz. Like if there's a 20-minute video, you will see in a live session, a 20-minute video is eventually give you the content of 5 minutes only. Then why you are supposed to waste your 5 minutes of time? You are not supposed. This is not a quiz. If you can answer 20 questions, 20 or 20 questions in the live section, this is not going to give you a selection. So just keep the live sessions. It's just going to waste your time only. What I say, just don't. If the live session will see this thing, they will just say, hey, whatever training and this. But what I believe is that don't waste your time. Just let that be streamed, let that be uploaded, then you go and speed up or boost up the speed, and then you see. Okay, then I will create another video to say the sources that I have used, right? There are different kind of video other than Study IQ as well. The current affairs funda I can remember, another is something bankers something, I don't remember. I will provide a video for those GA, वो वाला thing क्या बोलते हैं उसको, that videos wala thing. Like I can remember there was a unknowing source, not that much popular, but it only provides you some videos on the books of this month or the important dates of this month. You would not remember that 7-minute video giving me 2 marks in 2 examinations. There was a these kind of questions was not covered in any of the videos in Study IQ or Grade Up or RR 247, but I have studied from that video and I have got 2 marks in 2 examinations. I have got 1 question from Clark, 1 question in PO, and eventually that was correct. And like me, there are so many people in the comment, they're giving the thanks, okay sir, for you I have got 2 marks in examinations, so this is going to help. And capsules I have seen, and there is a capsule for RR 247. Capsule is very much good for your current affairs, and textbook video and textbook capsule is very much good for your banking awareness, right? Banking awareness is not that much important for for your written examination, but it is important for the interview, because they're going to ask you some basic banking functionalities, and they're going to ask you something about that different kind of checks, accounts, that demat kind of thing, that share market and all those things. You will eventually get those things in textbook. So RR 247 is good, on my opinion, for current affairs. A textbook is good for your, what can I say, that banking awareness, right? Okay. And then there is always a Google thing. You can go for Wikipedia as well. If you don't find anything, suppose you have seen what is the difference between debenture and some share or bond, you can find over there what is the difference between debt and debenture. That was so much confusing for me as well. So I used to Google that thing, Wikipedia that thing, and another site I can say Investopedia. But don't just focus on those things. These videos are going to help you in the written examination, and this kind of sources are going to help you for increasing your banking awareness. But I would like to say, if you are supposed to crack the if you are going to crack the mains examination, first of all you focus on general awareness, that is current affairs. After that, if you can do the banking awareness, that is perfectly alright. But if there is a constraint of time, you are supposed to have that constraint of time, just go and prepare the current affairs. This is going to help. And for banking awareness, you can prepare it before interview as well, right? So this is the GA thing. You may say, oh, what kind of strategy is this? This is the thing I have utilized. That is, I am summarizing again: Study IQ videos, 200 videos every single day, revise, mini mocks, capsules before video, grade of 5 or 6 grade of videos that they provide before examinations. It is not because that it is not like that, okay, I am preparing for clerk and they are giving the headline for IBPS PO, I will not see that. No. Any kind of thing you find, just go and see. Increase the speed in the settings section in YouTube. You will eventually learn all those things in a minimal amount of time. This is going to help. You are not supposed to take any notes. This is a basically time waste. If you really find a single piece of video very much useful, download it, see it again, revise it twice. In place of once, you revise it twice. Okay, but you cannot just write. If you trying to write every single video, it will going to give you 1 hour. For a 15-minute video, it will take 1 hour. And eventually, how many times you will write, you cannot remember all those things. That I believe, right? So don't try to remember all those things. But if another thing is that our psychology works, that when we write, there is a kind of satisfaction in our brain. There is a kind of safety, the kind of thing we feel, a safetiness we feel, that okay, if I forget, I will check those things. Don't do that. Just try to remember when you see. If the video is going on and if you don't remember the thing, like 17th question is going on your screen and you don't remember the 16th question and answer, just seek back and see once again, then you go, right? But you are supposed not to panic if you don't remember all the things, right? That's perfectly all right. So this is all about GA. Then descriptive I am again saying, oh yeah, GA, one more thing, how can you delete? First of all, that capsules, that mocks and your videos, and after that is your Hindu editorial. Yeah, they often give some important questions, not about the 20 questions you have studied today. Maybe 1 or 2 topics will be elaborated or said in the Hindu editorial. You will eventually get some new information over there. Or suppose that Tapan Kumar Chand, the chairman of NALCO, why I remember, I have read an article after studying that thing, right? And after, how will you read it? There is again one thing. If you follow the daily videos, on daily basis, like one day I was studied that, okay, a newly appointed chairman of NALCO is Tapan Kumar Chand. After a few days, there was 2 books written by him. Then I remembered, okay, Tapan Kumar Chand, I have studied 1 day video. I have studied it in a previous day. I go to the previous day's video. I found nothing on that day. But what was helpful for me, I eventually or unknowingly revised that thing as well. Suppose I am checking, I have got the book kind of information on 20th of a month, right? 20th date, and I have checked the 19th day video, and I have got anything about Tapan Kumar Chand. But eventually, unknowingly, I have revised that 19th day video, right? Then you go to the 18th day video, and then I find, okay, so he is that thing. And Code of Gurk is basically explaining these things so much. They give you some more basic information, some more vital information, so it is going to help. So that is for GA. And descriptive, I am again saying there is no hard and fast rule. Get those daily current affairs. It will give you some gaining over the knowledge. Second is editorial. This is going to give you the way or writing, the approach of how to write the quality sentences, right? And third is that there are some kind of essay writing strategy or patterns out there. You can find in Olive Board, you can find it in GradeUp, you can find it some any other 247 anywhere. Just go and check what they are supposed to say in descriptive strategy, descriptive writing strategy. Like one thing I can say you that I have followed minutely. If there is a word limit of 250, so obviously you know that there is a relaxation of plus or minus 10 words, but try not to do that, because when you write in the section in the examination, no, you will see there is a section out there who will see you the word count. They will check you, they will give you the word count. So just see that thing. If you are supposed to complete the essay in 250 words, try to confine it in 250 words. That is the fundamental thing. Second is that in essay there should be 3 sections. First of all, introduction. Second is your body. Third is your conclusion. Now, if there is some kind of a video or some kind of essay or question is there, like what is your view on demonetization, for example. So what is your views on demonetization? Don't in the introduction just to say, okay, it is a bad thing, it's a good thing. Just remember, if authority of any corporate section or any government bodies or administrative bodies is giving or doing some rules or implementing some rules, they are not doing it for making the bad impact in the society. They are trying to make it a good impact. They are expecting that it will give some good output. But if it is not given, then there must be some problem in the execution. So you write it that way, diplomatically, right? If there is some kind of essay, like tell me something about, write about your best friend, then you know how to start and how to write the body, how to write the conclusion as well. So that is the thing. Now I'm just explaining on the demonetization. Just try to say, okay, first of all, start like the demonetization was happened on this date. Now on this case, you are supposed to remember, okay, which date the demonetization happened, who was the finance minister at that time, who was the finance secretary, all of those kind of finance secretary not that much important on this case, but finance minister, prime minister is important, right? Then then you can say in the introduction, okay, on this date by finance minister Arun Jaitley, this kind of demonetization was taken into action in India. What are the impacts you to see? Now you can see we are supposed to, now you write that we are supposed to see, or we are supposed to see the target that we are supposed to supposed to achieve, and the ultimate outcome that we have gained, and then we can discuss whether it is a failure or whether it's a gain. This should be your introduction for this kind of opinion kind of essay. Then you go to the body, then write some pros, write some cons. Okay, these are the fundamental helps that you can get after demonetization, like dematerialization of your currency, the digitalization, that black currency kind of thing. And now you write some 2 or 3 points about the cons, like there are so many queues, the entire transaction kind of thing, and the people's life were in a halt. Some elderly people were so much harassed, they were even some were so much, some of the people also died standing in the queue for a long time. This is the thing you have written in the body. So just think, you haven't said anything good or bad till now. You have write the introduction as well, you have write the body as well. Now in the conclusion you can say that, okay, we can see there definitely the approach or the target was for the good being of human people, but we can see there are some failures as well. Now you say, with the help of the people and the public servants or the government officials and the goodwill, if we can implement this thing in the proper way, we are supposed to get a very positive outback out of it. And this is the conclusion, right? You will also find every kind of thing in the videos or the strategy videos, like I have said in Olive Board or GradeUp. And then comes the latest section. Then comes the letter section. There is nothing you are supposed to worry about. Only you consider that word limit, and then there's a pattern. They will say, like for the editorial kind of for the official letter there is a pattern. For the personal letter there is a pattern. You can always check that thing, right? And you need to remember what they are saying. What is the approach? Like in the left side, you are supposed to write those things. First of all, my address, then the date, and then the venue I am writing from. This kind of rules is there. That is a thing. And one more thing is that there 30-minute time is given for mostly 30-minute time is given for two things. One is essay and another is your letter. So you will see that one is giving you 15 marks, one is giving you 10 marks, this kind of thing, or say 20 marks, 30 marks, whatever you can say. Just allocate your 25-minute time or 30-minute time, whatever you get, in 20 minutes and 10 minutes, or say 15 minutes and 15 minutes. For the first 5 minutes, you just think, and in the rough sheet you get create an outline. Okay, this is the points I am supposed to write. What will help? You will need the backspace. You will not need the backspace that much. And like if you have written, okay, this is that a long line, 4 or 5 words are there, and you see, okay, this is not relevant, you have erased that thing. It will eventually take you time. Better than for the first 5 minutes for every single thing, for essay and for the letter as well. Just try to figure, that first of all create an outline. Okay, these are the points I'm supposed to say. Then you go and write over there, right? This is going to save some time and also give you some quality kind of article over there. Second is that you are not supposed to write very much Shakespearean language over there, right? You can say a simple thing: good, this is bad, this is okay. You are not supposed to write like you can say I am sorry. You need not to say I apologize. You need not to say that. This is not a literature question. They are going to ask you something, as because they cannot come and communicate with you, they are just giving you a paper or a portal. You are supposed to write something over there, right? So this is not about how quality much English you can say over there. Just try to make confined and little sentences. Try not to make any spelling mistake, try not to make any grammatical mistake, and just use simple words. Just try to say, well, I am not satisfied. You can say it that way. You are not supposed to say you need not to say like that, it may satisfy each and everyone, but I am not satisfied this way. You are not supposed, just go straight forward. No, it will eventually give you some you will see that the simple line you can say in confined way. Try to use simple words, try not to make spelling mistakes, try not to use any grammatical mistakes. That's it. And go for the videos that is given over there. You will eventually be helpful. That's what I can say for descriptive. There is no other hard and fast rule. There is nothing I have studied or I have approached for that thing. And descriptive, 1 or 2 evening is okay for that. Not even evening, just 4 hours is enough for that. If you have sufficient amount of time, just go and put into GK, right? Or that kind of thing. It will going to help, right? Okay, so that is, I think it is a bit helpful, and you may say what kind of help is this, but this is what I have done. So that's why I can say you that way. So you follow those things. This is going to help. Just go and check the videos. Just to say descriptive videos for bank, they will eventually give you a long list. Just check, go and see videos they are giving over there. For the letters, you can make outline in your copy too, so you can remember it well. That is the thing. Yeah. And if I get the time today, I will try to put that preliminary and mains approach. And if I cannot get the time today, I will try to put it next day. Okay. Bye.